Hello, everyone. I want to do a sermon this morning. I'm in a charity series. I'm going to be 1 Corinthians 13, 4, 5, 6, 7, right in there, in the King James Version of the Bible. And I've been doing it I did charity suffereth long and is kind, charity envieth not, charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, excuse me, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked. I just did that one. And today it's on thinketh no evil. Then on down the road we'll get rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, and on like that. So today it's thinketh no evil. It's kind of hard to imagine that love thinketh no evil. I think that what we're talking about here is that that's not your first thing. When you hear something about somebody, instead of saying, "Oh, I knew that's probably what was going to happen to him," or something like that, you make excuses for people. You think the best things until the wrong thing is proven. I know that I've shared before that my friend Jack Kelly, he was up in Kentucky, and back then I called him almost every day, as much as I could afford it. We had to pay long distance calls, probably twice a week or something like that. But this particular day I called him and I said, "How you doing, Brother Jack?" And he said, "I've got a little uncomfortable feeling in my chest." So I said, "Well, I'll pray for you." Before the day was out, they had him dead. And no slur towards them. It's just the way this thing is. You practice that in school where you whisper something, every time it gets around the room, it's not even close. So, but love, love makes excuses for people. It thinks the best about people until the worst is proven. If we could practice this, what a difference it would make in our relationship with the Lord and with one another. That if we could love thinketh no evil. It's a simple statement, but it carries some profound implications with it. If we believe the best in people, it would help us to fight off the bad things that we hear. It seems like some people just thrive on whatever you want to call it, conversational garbage or whatever. They just have an appetite for it, and they never investigate or seldom investigate to see if their stories are true. And even if it is true, some of it's not worth repeating. It's not going to help the situation at all. Love doesn't think evil about other people. It thinks the best about them, and it wants to see evil overcome. It don't want to see evil overcome others. There's just too much slander and gossip going on in the world and wherever. And I don't believe in washing our dirty laundry out in public. If your church has got problems or whatever, incidences or whatever you want to call them, I don't think that's something we need to put on Facebook. I don't think we need to wash our dirty laundry on social media. It seems like Facebook's the most popular one to do that on. If somebody comes to you with something about somebody that they've done or you've heard, you'll believe the best until you know the worst. I've said that 2 or 3 times, but that's the way it is. The Bible said, "In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established." So make sure that. But even if it's true, if the person hasn't sinned, love will say, "I'll pray for him and ask God to give him victory. I'll stand by." If you approach a brother in meekness, I think that love doesn't look for hidden motives. Every time somebody approaches you, you think what they want now, what they up to. Uh, Even if you say good morning to somebody, they think, what's he up to? What's Brother Dale up to? Uh, it says, blessed are the pure. Uh, the Bible said that in the blessed, the pure. Something that's pure, you hold it up, a bottle. If it's pure, you can see clean to the other side. I think, and if I approach you, if you know Brother Dale, you'd say, "Oh, Brother Dale wouldn't mean that. He wouldn't," because you could see I have no hidden agendas. I have no hidden agendas with this. I don't think. Uh, where there's love, there is openness and honesty, and a willingness to put the very best interpretation on actions and words. There's a story about David that illustrates it's found in 2 Samuel 10, I think. One of David's royal neighbors died, and it was the king of the Amorites, and David sent an official delegation to the funeral to pay his respects. He wanted to show kindness to the king's son because the deceased king had showed kindness to David. Well, the new king's advisors were suspicious people, men, and they told the king that these official mourners were really spies from Israel, and David was planning to take over the land. The new king believed this lie and humiliated David's messengers by shaving off half of their beards and cutting off part of their garments. What was the result of this? There was a terrible war and many were killed. Where did it all start? Because people believed the worst. They was thinking evil. Love always puts the highest and best interpretation on what others say and do. Love thinketh no evil. That's, when you're tempted to say something, to repeat some tidbit about somebody, and there's tidbits out there, I'm telling you there are, that could raise something negative about a person. Think. T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? And K, is it kind? So think those things. The people that produce it, that mines diamonds, they go through a lot of dirt to get a few diamonds, but it seems like that we go through a lot of diamonds to get a little dirt. So I want to always put the best twist on something. Assume that people's doing the right thing until you find out that they're not. Think no evil. Boy, that's seemed like an impossibility nearly, but he wouldn't have put it in there. Paul wouldn't have put it in there if it hadn't been attainable. So I want to attain my measure that I'm able to attain and think about the best. I think about the best in you. I really do, because I believe that you want to make it, and I believe I want to help you make it. And so may God bless you. And one thing I do too, children of God, is I get up and he told us to think on the things that's true and lovely and all that. So if you'll do that, it'll help you with the thinking of no evil. So you need to have good thoughts, even about your enemies or those that's persecuted you. Put a good twist on it. You going down the road and somebody cuts you off or whatever they do, and you think about how crazy they are or whatever it is. I'm looking for a word and I didn't get it, so crazy. And you think about how they shouldn't have done that. But if you just knew that maybe they had a sick child they left at home and they wasn't feeling too good themselves, think no evil. Think the best thing about everything. So I'm going to give you my phone number, 256-508-4410. And if you call me, leave me a message. If I can't get back to you right away, I'll try to just as soon as I can. So until we do this again and again, I'm not trying to do this to replace you getting to church. No. I'm not trying to replace your minister. But there may be somebody that can't get to church in this coronavirus. There's been a lot of that. Maybe somebody's sick. There's a lot of that. You may be somebody in a hospital, a nursing home, or whatever. So may God bless you until we do this again.